NASCAR Chicago Street Race weekend continues, rain delay impacts 75-lap Cup Series race. Chicago, WLS, Sunday is day 2 of the NASCAR Street Race weekend in downtown Chicago. The big race on a 75-lap course around Chicago's Loop is happening Sunday afternoon after a successful Xfinity Series race Saturday. Sunday's Cup Series race has been impacted by multiple rain delays. Reigning champion Shane van Gisbergen was knocked out of the race after he was involved in a collision in the 25th lap as the rain moved in and created slippery and wet track conditions. Cars zoomed by major city streets like Michigan Avenue and DuSable Lake Shore Drive with the iconic skyline as backdrop. Cars will reach speeds over 100 miles per hour on the fast straightaways. With lots of twists and turns, drivers told ABC7 that it is much more difficult to navigate versus the typical oval-shaped tracks normally seen in NASCAR races. 2,000 concrete barriers were brought in to shape this insane street course, taking drivers on a tour throughout downtown. The gates opened at 9 a.m. to get in on all the action. Big-name headliners like Keith Urban and Lauren Elena performed on Sunday before the race. Fans are embracing the excitement across the city. Electric vibes. I love it, Aurora resident Ryan Polko said. I'm excited to see Kyle Larson race, my favorite racer. Fans got all sorts of action throughout the day, with Laura Elena's concert starting the festivities. Keith Urban also took over Grant Park with a concert of his own. Some fans were more excited for that than the actual race. I'm a huge Keith Urban fan, so we get a little bit of both worlds here, Aurora resident Katie Polko said. It's so exciting. Chicago puts on a great show, ready to rock. If all that entertainment wasn't enough, people also saw some tricks and flips with a special motocross event. Live music, motocross, backflips, front flips, seat grabs, your heart will drop if you see it, Chicago resident Jason Ballinger said. After last year's festivities were interrupted by heavy downpours, people said this year's event is making for the perfect atmosphere. It seems like the planning was better, said Pam Scuffling from Milwaukee. Of course, first time you always learn something, but there must have been enough right going on that the city brought it in, so I'm glad to be here.